If we have Bigfoot believers here in the Pacific Northwest, that means we have to have some people who believe in UFOs and extraterrestrials. You know what I mean? They have to be out there. Stuff like that. And if that's you, you're going to love season 4 of The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. This place is one of the most infamous and secretive hotspots for paranormal activity. The show follows a team of scientists, researchers, and experts as they push their experiments beyond anything that they've ever done before. So I spoke to the owner of Skinwalker Ranch, Brandon Fugal, about the new season and what the drama is all about. Brandon, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, it's great to be with you, and thank you for following our journey with The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. We're excited to unveil season 4.
I had a chance to get a sneak peek of the first episode before it airs. And, you know, you guys, we're getting to the bottom of this UFO stuff and whatnot, but there seems to be right off the bat when we come back into this season 4, a little tension, right? Because Dr. Taylor kind of became the head of the UAP with the Pentagon. And it seems like not everyone back on the ranch is too happy with that. Can you walk me through that? How are people feeling now?
Yeah, well, we've been fortunate to have Dr. Taylor involved as a consulting physicist over the last several years with respect to our investigation at what I think everyone considers the most scientifically studied paranormal hotspot on the planet. The one thing that caught everyone off guard this last year was the revelation that Dr. Taylor had been secretly serving as the chief scientist for the UAP task force for the Pentagon. And when he was able to finally come forward and reveal the nature of his role with the government, with investigating the phenomena as the chief scientist for the Defense Department's efforts, it created some real concerns. There were members of my team that were quite angry and concerned, simply because they felt like that shouldn't have been withheld. But Dr. Taylor, of course, was bound by certain national security oaths.
Did you always know that there was weird activity happening at Skinwalker Ranch, or was this?
No, in fact, when I acquired it 7 years ago, I bought it as a skeptic. I'd never seen a UFO, ghost, orb, or anything of the sort, and I happen to believe that there was most likely a natural, prosaic explanation for what had been reported there for decades, if not millennia. It was only after 6 months of visiting the property, being briefed by my team, that I brought on the property to study and conduct research, that I had my own experience where I was in the presence of multiple witnesses that all sat there with me and saw in broad daylight what can only be described as a UFO, as a flying saucer that appeared above the Mesa Plateau right in front of us. Wow. And the way that object or that craft maneuvered, and the whatever propulsion system or physics that was involved, just it left us baffled. And that day I went from being a healthy skeptic to a believer, and then really to an experiencer.
Well, we cannot wait to join you guys for the journey. And, you know, before I let you go, you know, we're in Portland, Oregon. I have to get a quick answer from you. You know, Bigfoot is very prevalent here, and we have a lot of believers, even a museum dedicated to Bigfoot. Are you a believer? Are you a Bigfoot believer?
I'm an open-minded skeptic when it comes to Bigfoot. I will say on Skinwalker Ranch, they have reported what is referred to as cryptids. You know, these creatures, this skinwalker phenomena, which is really a demonic, shape-shifting entity that takes on the skin or the image of a werewolf-like creature, for example, is something that has been reported not only here on this property, but within the area of the Uinta Basin for decades, if not millennia, going back so many generations. So I have to keep an open mind as much as I'm trying to let the data drive our investigation, not an inherited narrative. Science discovery especially frontier science discovery, it requires courage and an open-minded approach.
Oh, 100%. I totally agree. And Brandon, I have to thank you so much for being here with us. I had a great time. I could talk to you forever.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Well, it's a pleasure. Tune in Tuesday night. The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch is going to blow your mind.
Absolutely.